We're talking about law enforcement. What should a healthy relationship look like between your office and a police agency like the Portland Police Bureau? A healthy relationship. Mr. Schmidt, 60 seconds.
Yeah, so, obviously getting started in the protests were a challenging time to take over office when my predecessor quit before his term was up and the chief of police stepped down. But even then, in the midst of all that, I was meeting with the chief of police and his team of officers once a month up in the Portland Police Building and having conversations about what were our strategies, how were we going to work together. We've continued that every single month since I've been district attorney. Obviously, we meet more frequently in other meetings, but that's a time where we just get together to talk about how can we collaborate. And we've had a lot of good products of that collaboration, from starting an auto crime, an auto theft task force, or retail theft task force. I went on a ride along with officers as street racing has been a big problem in our community. And I got to go on a street racing mission, and I saw firsthand the work that they're doing. But one of the things I heard from the commander of the North Precinct was they don't have the resources that they need to do the street racing missions. I went down to the CJC, the Oregon Criminal Justice Commission, got them a $100,000 grant so they can do more of those missions. That's what collaboration and good teamship partnership looks like.
All right, thank you, Mr. Schmidt. Mr. Vasquez, the question is, what should a healthy relationship look like between your office and a police agency? 60 seconds.
Yeah, again, this is one that really revolves around trust. And it's hard to hear Mr. Schmidt talk and have any trust in the words he says, because as we've all seen, he broke that relationship with law enforcement very clearly in 2020 and doubled down at many times throughout his 4 years here. In fact, the chief of police even had to tell the everyday officer, hey, stop going out and tell business owners, victims, and everyday citizens that you would make an arrest. However, the DA's office won't prosecute it. I'm proud to say that in my years of experience, police know that they can count on me to deliver. Now, it is clear from the fact that all first responders in this community have endorsed me. And it's clear that they know that at 2 in the morning, they can call me. Just like last night when those vehicles were lit on fire, they could call me. I will answer the phone. I will always be there to assist and collaborate. And I will always be there to be the district attorney that can deliver results for our community.
Mr. Schmidt, would you like to respond on the point of trust there?
Yeah, I mean, we've built trust. Mr. Vasquez likes to point out that what the chief of police directed his officers to say. What he was actually doing was correcting misinformation in the community. The same misinformation spread by People for Portland and all the backers that Mr. Vasquez relies on in his campaign. So we have that trust with the chief, and that's why when there was more allegations this week about not prosecuting, the chief came right out with a strong statement that said, no, the DA is absolutely prosecuting protesters.
All right, thank you, Mr. Schmidt. Noel?